Now that we know that a customer journey is beginning with you, what is it that is required of you prior to customers showing to your place of business? It's called a work-life balance, or a life-work balance, as I like to call it. Why? Because life comes before work. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have exact, specific, set dates that you don't work? Do you have a schedule of exact set time that you work? Because if you don't, you're abusing yourself. And I'll explain to you. If you don't take days off because you're a business owner, oh, I'm an entrepreneur and I need to hustle, we need to keep the hustle on. But think about this. If you had an employer who never gave you a day off, what kind of an employer is that? That's a bad employer. So you're a bad employer to yourself if you don't give yourself days off. If you don't give yourself holidays, you're a bad boss to yourself. And then think about this. If you had a boss that made you work for an extended period of time, 16 hours every day, doesn't matter how much they paid you, what kind of a boss is that? Is a bad boss. You don't want to be a bad boss to yourself, because no one can have you until you have had yourself. No one can feel your love until you have loved yourself. No one can enjoy your company until you have enjoyed your company. The good book, the Bible says, whether you believe it or not, it says that love your neighbor as you love yourself, which means you can't love your customers until you have finally understood how it feels like to love yourself. And loving yourself is number one, treating yourself better. So work-life balance, life-work balance. Have set days off. 2 days, 1 day, it doesn't matter. If you're working 7 days a week, start with taking hours off. I'm not saying just jump off the bus. Start by taking afternoon off. Start by extending your mornings where you don't have appointments. And then build on until you're in a comfortable position, because it could be financially straining to take a day off. But guess what? Whether you take it or not, you're still going to need money, because money is never going to be enough. Do not allow yourself to be a slave of money. Okay? So take a day off. I advise people to take 2 days off. It don't have to be consecutively. Choose the days that you're not busy. If you're not busy on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday, that's the day. Look at your statistics of how your clientele has been coming. If you're starting a new business, look at the statistics of how businesses work and see which days are less busy. Take that day as your first day off. And then you can take another day off, like a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday, to spend with your loved ones. This is work-life balance. And remember, the word balance doesn't mean 50-50. Some days, like end of the month, you're going to work long hours, 15 hours. And then in the middle of the month, when people don't have money, you're going to work less hours. This is what balance is. Some days you're going to need to prepare for your friend's wedding. And so you're going to be off work and spend more time in life. And then you're going to come back and spend more time at work. Have this kind of leverage. And this is what really balance is. Another thing, or another definition of balance, is intentional. If you're here watching this video, watch this video. Don't be washing the dishes while you're watching the video. That's off balance. Pay attention. If you're with your customer, put your phone down. You with the customer. If you're with your loved ones, stop conducting business when you're with your loved ones. That's not balance. Balance is paying attention, being intentional about what you're doing. Go to that date, go to that dinner, enjoy that meal without your phone influencing you regardless of who's coming. They can always contact you later. So that's where work-life balance starts. life-work balance, and it's very paramount and important. Personally, I cannot work with anybody who doesn't value their free time. And so my advice is have a day or two in the week that you take off, and every 3 months, treat yourself to a 3-day off. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do much. Sit at home, Netflix and chill. That's the time you busy yourself with yourself. Love on yourself. Take a walk on the park. Buy yourself something nice. Eat some good food. These are the kind of things that make us enjoy working. Because whether you eat that food, whether you take that day or not, you're still going to need money. And I'm not saying that you're going to be broke. Don't get me wrong. You could have a lot of money. Ask people, Elon Musk, billionaires. They have money, but they still need more money. Why? Because it will never be enough for the vision that you have. Because the vision keep expanding, like Russian dolls. You open, there's another vision inside, and you open, there's another vision inside. You get $10,000, you get a vision for 50,000. You get 50,000, then your vision demands you to get 100,000. You get 100,000, you have a vision for 1,000,000. You get that 1,000,000, you need to spend it to get 100 million. You make 100 million, and so on and so forth. So remember, it's important to put yourself first. One of my students once said, I'm working every day and don't have a day off because I want to have my own salon. And I said to her, listen, young girl, if you don't learn how to take days off now that you're working in somebody's salon, you will never take days off when you're working for yourself. Why? Because running a business is taxing. Teach yourself how to take days off so that when you have a business, it doesn't matter how busy it is, you shut it down. Life will still continue. I used to tell people where I used to work before when I was employed, I'm not a doctor, so even if somebody is dying, don't call me. And if they die, don't call me because I don't own a morgue. It might sound rude, but think about it. I'm not going to leave dinner to run to work because that's what I used to do. I used to attend phone calls 6 a.m. in the morning where I'm supposed to be reading a book early in the morning. I'm working 10 p.m. in the night where I'm supposed to enjoy a movie with my wife. No. I said no. If I'm watching a movie with my wife, I'm watching a movie with my wife. If I'm playing with my child, my phone is down, facing down, and I'm playing with my child because I'm intentional. I'm stressing on this life-work balance because it's the most important thing. It's the first thing that I'm talking about on a customer journey. So think about how that is important to your life. And if you don't put it into effect, it's your fault. Take responsibility of yourself. You're either a victor, a hero, or a villain, or a victim in your own story. Write your story the way you want to write it. Now let's move on to something else in this topic. Thank you.